EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. We know how good they are throwing the football, #1 in the league. But they're in for a stern test here.
Without question, because they're facing the best defensive unit in the NFL. They've got speed at every level on that side of the ball. Everyone can run, and that leads to a situation where something's got to give.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing on first down, Patterson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
They'll look to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how did it get in there? That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Barber. He finds his man, complete. That's Parker. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still completed pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 86 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
On 2nd down now. It's Porter, runs through the contact, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Porter. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Barber. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. On second down, it's Porter. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down. Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it. Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Barber. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Yeah, this was just really well done on third down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play. And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal. And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a first down coming up. Looking to throw. Patterson. His throw incomplete. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Off play action. Patterson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and
hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Patterson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. On 1st and 10, Patterson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Patterson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him.
To throw on 3rd down, Patterson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 10. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On third down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Porter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
They'll run on first down. It's Mills, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw on second down, Patterson. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Patterson. And complete right side to Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Throwing on first down. Patterson. It's caught. Beckham. 7 yards the pickup there. Got a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Three yards remain for second down. Operating from the gun. Patterson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. From the gun on third down. Patterson. He finds his target, Beckham. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and that's been a back and forth.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Saints to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Off the play fake, Patterson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Taken from just outside the 30.
Here we go.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard and a... Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mills. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Patterson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Mills. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, Barber, and that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Barber. Throw left side, complete. That's Barker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Back to throw again. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Barber. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still no touchdowns. On 1st down, Mills. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st down, Patterson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators that say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Patterson. Airing one deep for Riddick. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. There's the stiff arm. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take. Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That had trouble written on it from the start.
Yeah, I'd say, partner, sometimes you just got to know when to surrender and mitigate the loss. Instead, he kept going backwards, and now it's 3rd and long. Good luck with this play call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll run on first down. It's Porter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw on second down. Barber. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. To throw on third down. Barber. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield. And oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Patterson. Finding Beckham near the sideline for the completion. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. 65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now, it's Porter, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first and 10, Patterson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Mills. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so,
they still got an opportunity.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into the hands of Beckham, and he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Boy, going for it at this stage in the 2nd half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run...
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now the Bucks down on the scoreboard. 57 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. On first down, Patterson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Patterson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Patterson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed. Locked, reinforced.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken at about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.